Hi there, this is Thompson Long. I'm going to be talking about Life is Strange today. I want to preface this video by saying that I'm not a video game connoisseur, especially in the PC realm. So Life was Strange was actually a welcome surprise to me. I think it's important to note that this game is heavily based in its story, and without an individual fully investing in the storyline, they would miss the true purpose of this game. This story is centered around the main character Max, and for the most part, the story is a coming-of-age tale. We follow Max as she deals with typical high school issues: bullying, depression, self-image, and personal responsibility. And even though most individuals do not deal with the high level of drama that Max experiences, we can all relate to the emotions within the story. The major twist of the story arises when she discovers her ability to rewind time. With this comes the decision-based aspect of the story, the cause and effect. What makes this game unique is the immense availability of alternate storylines. Very few video games have this interconnected web of cause and effect, consequence-based reality. And so each decision you make has alternate consequences, which is a really fun and unique twist. Going forward, I'm going to discuss the literary aspect of this game and whether or not it ultimately falls into the genre of literature. And I also want to talk about the criticism of the game and ultimately my experience with it. So my criticism of the game is relatively little. I found it to be entertaining, and I can certainly see the appeal. However, I found the time travel aspect of the story was never really in sync with the storyline. I understand its purpose and its intention to create a better gameplay, and it's not necessarily a key component of the storyline, but it doesn't seem to mesh entirely well. This can be seen in the final episode. It seems as if the decision-based aspect of the game is ignored almost because it forces you to this obviously predetermined end. It seems that despite your choices, the final episode concludes the same way, despite the game player's decisions. So that was a little disappointing in the final episode. However, I understand why it had to happen. But I wouldn't let that take away from the brilliant nature of the game. The storyline is deliberate and well crafted as anything printed on paperback, truly. And if an individual doesn't appreciate that, I don't think they've really taken the time to invest into this game. I'm really grateful for the opportunity to be exposed to this medium that otherwise I wouldn't have dealt with. So now the real question that Life is Strange brings up is this considered literature? I'm an English major, and here at the university, I think a lot of professors would almost balk at the idea that this video game could be considered literature, but I think that's a short-sighted view. Where does a game like this qualify within the realm of media and print? I would argue that such a game needs to be recognized as a scholarly medium of storytelling. Storytelling is an ancient aspect of our society. It's ultimately the oldest thing about our human nature, and for the longest time, it was just spoken word. And I think we're seeing that evolve now into what we have here, which is Life is Strange, which is a well, deliberately designed storyline in the form of a video game medium. Listen, it's no secret that children no longer read. Newspapers are going belly up left and right. Technology has significantly altered the way we learn, as well as the way we engage in storytelling. And I would argue that games such as Life is Strange could become an incredibly influential genre of literature in the future.